Should you be working with your professional team face to face, or is it okay to do everything virtually online? I'm going to give you some of my insights based on a recent experience that we had with some prospective clients that were looking into working with us, who had a particular priority for working with their professionals in a face to face capacity. I'm going to explain to you why I think that's fundamentally flawed and how you might be cutting yourself short when it comes to building your professional team. So, the lay of the land, since COVID, and we set up our business, Aureus Financial, 7 years ago as a completely virtual business. We did that for a couple of reasons. One, we wanted to be able to work with clients all over Australia. And two, we also wanted to be able to source talent for our team all over Australia as well. Because through running bricks and mortar businesses in fixed locations, there were really two key challenges. One is that I was limited by the geographical reach of that location for the amount of clients that I could target. And two, more so actually, for the talent pool for team. I needed to find people who were willing to commute to that particular location. I was building my businesses on the northern beaches of Sydney, and unless you lived on the northern beaches, most people didn't want to commute through the city to the northern beaches, so the talent pool was rather limited. So I said, when I sold that business and I started my new business, I was going to build a business that was completely flexible for our client working relationships and completely flexible for our team. And that was also allowing us the opportunity to work from anywhere in the world. So if I want to go and travel and I want to be able to run my business from, say, the Philippines or from Europe or whatever, although the time zones might be a little bit challenging, I could still do that. And for most of our clients, they love this because this gives them freedom and flexibility, and it has a number of benefits for them. Now, we've seen in recent time that there's been a number of individuals who are looking for face-to-face relationships. They want to work with a financial advisor or an accountant or a mortgage broker or a business coach in a face-to-face capacity. And I personally think this is fundamentally flawed. I really don't think they've given enough kind of consideration to the potential consequences of doing this that I'll hopefully run through with you in this video. Now, the first one is the value of your time. Now, we've got to realize, and we've done studies around this, is that if you are going to see somebody face to face, and a good professional is not going to come to you, okay? I was taught early in my career that a salesperson goes to you and you go to see a professional. So that's going to mean that at a very bare minimum, you're going to have a 30-minute to an hour commute either way. Because for most people, they don't want to travel any more than an hour to go see a professional. So that's potentially losing an hour to 2 hours of your time there and back, not taking into account peak hour travel times. Most people want to see those appointments in the afternoon, and also having to take more time out of your business or out of work to go and have those appointments. It is costing you far more than the time that it takes to have the meeting. Secondly, there's also wasted time, not only the travel time, but you're usually going to be sitting in the appointment room for a period of time. You want to get there a little bit early. Maybe the other appointment runs over a little bit. And what we've also found, and there's empirical evidence to support this, is that typically face-to-face meetings go for a longer duration because there's often more pleasantries exchanged. Because you've invested all of that time to get to the location, you want to make sure you're getting your value's worth. So you typically banter for a little bit longer, and there's typically stuff that doesn't necessarily contribute to the outcome of the meeting themselves. That essentially becomes wasted time. So you spend more time to get no better outcome. Secondly, you are limited by the professionals that are within the geographical area that you are located. So who's to say that those people are the best people for you to be working with? Wouldn't you prefer to have the ability to choose the best professionals to help you in your particular business with your particular situation nationally? Like you have 95%, nearly potentially 99% more opportunity to a talent pool if you are prepared to work with people virtually, and therefore you have the ability to work with people all over Australia, potentially internationally as well. As opposed to if you're in a particular suburban location, you might only have a handful of really good practitioners who can help you. And the third part is that because we've developed a virtual business, the tools, the frameworks, the systems that we've been able to develop that essentially elevate the quality of the overall experience, in our opinion, is far better than a face-to-face interaction, right? Like in a face-to-face interaction, sure, somebody can bring a laptop, but it's a little bit awkward in terms of how they engage you in that experience. Sure, they can pull something up on a big screen in the boardroom, but that meeting can't be recorded necessarily as good as you could on Zoom. It can't be automatically transcribed and sent to you immediately after the meeting. the apps and things that could be integrated into the meeting and used to supplement that meeting experience is just not the same in a face-to-face interaction than it is online. So when we work with our clients, and we work with clients all over Australia, essentially we do everything via Zoom. All of those meetings are recorded, transcribed. Those minutes are sent immediately after the meeting with action items that are provided. We have developed a series of tools and frameworks that allow us to present financial modeling, to allow you to be interactive in those presentations. We've created collateral and tools and frameworks that essentially allow you to have a deeper understanding of the work that we're doing, whether it be optimizing profit, understanding your business's value, how do we take money out of the business, how do we optimize for tax, how do we review various structures, how do we make sure that we're building wealth, implementing an investment strategy, preparing for retirement. All of these things are supplemented with our online digital tools that we've developed to make it a better experience for you. And couple that with the time saved, the efficiency that's created, and the value that we can add to you, all within the convenience and comfort of your own home or in your business. Even some of our clients have meetings with us while they're in the car traveling to and from. It's probably not advised, but it gives you the opportunity to multitask. These are a number of reasons why I feel having digital interactions with your professional advisors is not only more beneficial for you, it's more profitable, and it can also lead to a better experience. So I hope this is helpful to some of you who might be a little bit old school or might have that idea that maybe face-to-face is better, because look, there is that element of trust and that interactivity of being face-to-face that definitely you can build deeper relationships in a face-to-face capacity. But despite that, I feel that the value associated with digital engagements far exceeds some of the shortfalls associated with the process. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.